What's going on everybody, my name is Rico, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my channel is about vlogs, series and tutorials. And in this episode I'm going to show you guys how to edit a photo using Snapseed. Right, so I got my phone, I've taken an image while walking with my dog, Nacho. I've taken a photo from the stars. It actually turned out pretty great if you ask me. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to show you guys how to edit a photo like that using Snapseed. First, let me tell you guys which settings I've used. I used a 32-second exposure, infinity focus, and I used a ISO of 3200. So what we're going to do is I'm going to click and make the screen record. There you go. So this is the end result and this is the photo that we started with. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to click the symbol in the upper right corner and I'm going to press terugzetten, which will probably be like go back to basic or something like that in English. I'm not quite sure. So let's press that. And then it says that all the edits that you've done are now lost. Please, click it and then everything will be lost. So I'm going to put it on terugzetten. So now we've got the original image and the image got a satellite in as well. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use the pop or the accentuate. Yeah, I'm going to use the pop one, which is like a preset in Snapseed. I'm going to hit the check. And now what I'm going to do is I want to play around with some settings. Some of the settings I've wrote them down because it's a little bit hard to remember them. So if you want to edit the image, what you need to do is you need to click on tools and then you've got a menu which got a lot of tools in it. It's in Dutch, so I'm sorry for that, but that's because it's my native language and I didn't put it on English for this tutorial. But the first one is where you can basically do some basic adjustments in your image. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the brightness, which is the first one, on 0, but I'm going to change the contrast a little bit. So I'm going to enhance that by, let's say, 13. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the saturation as is, but I am going to add some, well, it's basically a contrast or clarity one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to decrease it. So I'm going to decrease it by 28. And then the next up in line is the shadows and highlights. So we've got the highlights, we've got the shadows. I'm going to put the highlights on -100 and I'm going to change the shadows a little bit. I'm going to put them on -20. There you go. Now the image is very dark, but don't worry about that. We're going to lighten it up later using the curves. So for that I'm going to leave it as is. I'm not going to change the warmth of the image. So that looks good. I'm going to hit the check mark. There we go. So now we've done our basic edits to the image. And the thing that I want to change right now is I really want to bring out the Milky Way. So for that I'm going to tools and then I'm going to use curves. And in the curves menu what you can do is, and this is very awesome, you've got the cross on the left side. But if you click the first symbol after that on the left, you've got RGB, red, green, blue, and luminance. I want to change the colors of how this looks. When I shot this image, it was very blue. I've put it on auto white balance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mess around with it just a little bit. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on RGB. I'm going to make sure that the midtones are really standing out, like so, and I'm going to decrease the blacks a little bit so that the emphasis is on the midtones because that's where the colors are. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on red and I want to add some reds into the midtones, but I want to decrease them in the highlights. So I'm going to pull that one down and I want to decrease them in the shadows as well, just a little bit. And the next one that we're going to do is we're going to use the greens. And if you pull it up all the way like so, it's very, very green. It just looks absolutely horrible. If you drag it down, it becomes more magenta. And that's the color that I want to introduce into the midtones. So I'm just going to pull it down just a little bit to make sure that the purple is going to stand out. Let's see if we can change a little bit in the shadows as well. Maybe in the highlights. Yeah, that looks fine. So I'm going to hit the checkbox. And let's see if did we change the red one, the blue one? No, we need to change the blue one. So if you pull this up, it becomes very blue. And if you pull it down, it will become more yellow-like. So I'm going to add some blues into the midtones again. There we go. I'm going to decrease them in the shadows, in highlights, excuse me. Okay, there we go. I'm going to hit the check again. So let's hit Tools, Details, and we can change the structure. So now it's got a very strong structure. If you pull it all the way to the left, it's very soft. So I'm going to increase that a little bit. And I want to sharpen it. If I pull it all the way to the right, it's very, very sharp. And if I pull it to the left, it's very soft. I'm going to sharpen it up just a little bit, not too much. So hitting the checkbox again. And now the image is still very dark. And I want to change some things. And every time you apply an adjustment, you create some sort of layer. So once again, we're going to Tools. And then I'm going to Adjust. I'm going to introduce some brightness, and quite a bit actually. Let's see, about 68. It's very bright, but that really makes the Milky Way stand out, and that's exactly the look that we want to achieve. And then let's see, yeah, I changed the contrast a little bit, so I'm going to add that one. There we go. I'm going to add 20, and I'm going to add some saturation as well. I think 20 as well. There we go. And I'm doing everything with my thumb. You can use a other different kind of thing. I'll link it up here, what it's called, but to make sure that your adjustments are very fine, very subtle. But right now I only got my hand, so we just added some saturation. And then I want to add some, let's see, highlights, or do I want to? Yeah, I want to add some highlights. This looks very amateur-like, but you guys let me know in a poll that you would like to see some behind the scenes, and this is actually how it goes. I just fiddle around with the numbers, and I fiddle around with the options, and sometimes I've got things written down that help me with my edits, which you guys won't see because you're looking at my darktable screen or whatever. So yeah, I'm going to let's see, decrease the shadows a little bit. Now it's very black, and if I pull it all the way to the right, it's very light. It looks absolutely horrible. But let's just increase the shadows just a little bit, and that looks fine. Let me increase this one, or decrease it. Yeah, let's just decrease it a little bit. There we go. Let's hit the checkbox. So that looks great. Let me show you guys the before and after. So I'm going to click it. This is the before image, and I'm going to remove my thumb. And this is the the end result, but we're not quite done just yet. What we're going to do is we're going to use the brush. It's a very powerful tool, so I'm going to use the brush. You've got a couple of options. You've got dodge and burn, you've got lighting, and then you've got temperature, and then you've got saturation. Let's see how dodge and burn looks. You can change the words. Oh wait, you can change the values. Thank you to one of my subscribers, I forgot his name, but he said, well, instead of words, you can use values. And I like that very much because it's way easier for me to pronounce. So values, you can change the values from -10 to -5 to a eraser to 5 to 10. So let's put it on 5 and see what happens. I'm just going to gently use my finger, just going to scroll once over my screen. So from up to down, and not a lot has happened. So let me do that again. And again, and again. Yep, that looks pretty fine. And now what I'm going to do is, this is pretty awesome. I'm going to accept it, and then I'm going back to the brush, and the lighting, I'm going to decrease the lighting. And now I'm going to use my finger again, and I'm just going to brush over the sides of the image. It's very strong, but look what happens. It just completely changes the image. I think this looks absolutely horrible, so let me undo that. I'm going back to Tools, Brush, and because that's way too strong. So I'm going to put it on -0.3. I'm going to do the same thing, very gentle. I'm just going to make an oval shape with my fingers to make it resemble the Milky Way a little bit. That might have been a little bit too much, so I'm going to use the eraser. I'm going to add it. There we go. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. And now I'm going to decrease the lighting a little bit again. Here we go. Maybe over here. There we go. Yep, that looks good. Let me accept it. Let me show you guys before and after. So I'm going to place my finger on the screen, hold it. This is the original. This is the end result. Actually, this is within 10 minutes. I'm pretty content with how this looks. So that's a quick edit in Snapseed, a quick edit of astrophotography or a photo from the stars, whatever you want to call it. And that's it. I hope you guys like it. Let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. There's another thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to try and upload a different kind of video on Sunday. It'll be my first photography type vlog or video. I'm going to explain to you guys a couple of things, and I think it's going to be very fun, especially if you're a photographer. So be sure to check that one out. And next Thursday will be another darktable tutorial. And after that, I've got a couple of surprises for you guys left. So once again, stay connected. Leave a comment down below if you want to contact me, if you've got any questions. Email me if you like to. Hit me up on Instagram. I don't care. I love talking to you guys. I love your support. And for this week, there's only one more thing left for me to say, which is make love to the like button. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Hit that bell button to be the first to be notified when I drop in a video. And until next time, doei!